It is always a pleasure to be here in front of you to share with you my thoughts, my sentiments, my love, my devotion, my guidance.
Look for the light and shine bright. Look for the star in the sky. Look for that beam. Look for the good things that make you smile. And watch it pass, boom. Watch it zoom. You and me and you go boom. Remember when we used to do proselyte back in the day? You speak Spanish, I'm like, you keep a secret from me, okay?
Everything that I do with you guys, I do it with good intent and with a good feeling that, yes, I may touch somebody's heart out there, one way or the other, whether it's through the music that I produce, whether it's through my video content, or whether it may be anything that may inspire you. My only intention is to make your heart fill with joy, love, peace, or even reading the Bible with you guys. But yes, guys, today, one of my special thing that I want to come to you about is the importance of friendship. Yes. Have you ever had any friend in your life, guys, that you have been a friend with them from early childhood days until you grow with them right up to being an adult and things never change? Yes, those are the type of friendship that I'm really talking about. And not necessarily from childhood days. So sometimes you meet friends and you just click with them and you become friend with them and you're a friend with them forever. But let me tell you something, guys. To be a good friend is always a good thing. And you have to first be that good friend in order to attract good friend. But not in all cases, I must say. Sometimes you're good and people know that you're good and they act on your goodness and destroy you or take away whatever they want to take away because you're good. But, you know, I'm going to emphasize on genuine friendship. When you have a genuine friend and what a genuine friend can do. I can remember when you started nursing school and I didn't have much, because when I started nursing school in Jamaica, all you had to do was to have your subjects. And you can go into any nursing school, whether Kingston School of Nursing, Exeter School of Nursing, or University of the West Indies School of Nursing, and you live on campus for like 3 years. Or Exeter, it's a college-based nursing school where you can go home. At the end of your second year going on into your third year, then you get half of the nurse's salary. Yes. And I can tell you, when I started nursing school, I never had nothing. I pushed myself to get my subjects. I had to work and save up my own money with the help of my sister. And she helped me, and I worked and get the other, and I went to nursing school after I passed my subjects, all the subjects that is required for me to get into nursing school. I never had nothing. My best thing that I had was wearing my uniform. Out of my uniform, I didn't have anything. Because at the nursing school, they give you the material for you to make your nursing uniforms. And you have enough material to make you at least 3 to 5 sets of uniform, depending on your body structure. Because they give everybody 10 yards of material, and that 10 yards of material, it doesn't matter if you're slim or you're large, whatever, it makes you 3 to 5 sets of uniform. And I can remember having this friend. We used to sit together, and she was very immaculate, very beautiful, put together, everything going on for her. And I was just simple with nothing. And I used to see how she used to treat me so good. She used to bring lunch for me every day. And I used to wonder, why is she so sweet to me? And she treated me so well right throughout the 3 years of nursing school. She has never changed. And we are friends up until this day. If I need anything and I call her, she is right there by my side to assist me and to help me or to give me a word of advice. Or we go out and we have fun, laughter. We just enjoy each other. Enjoy each other's company, enjoy each other's friendship, and that is one memory that I can never get out of my head. You get what I'm saying, guys? So we have to learn to appreciate, we have to learn to acknowledge when people are good to you, when people treat you good without even asking for anything back. You have to have the common sense, guys, to do the same thing. And guys, it is sometimes when we are not good friends, it's not that we are not good friends, it's because we get so much hurt by others. So when a good friend comes to you, it's like you cannot understand why this person is so nice to me. Is this person trying to get this, or is this person trying to take this away, or this person is plotting against me because of our past experience? So in life, we have to open ourselves up and allow good people to come in our life. And we now have to be able to weed people out. You cannot be stupid, even though you are going to be a good person and you're going to constantly share and help and do the goodness that you have in your heart for another person. You still have to be mindful of who is coming around you and who is saying certain things. And because people can't pretend, you know. Let me tell you something. People can't pretend. Yes. People can't pretend when they come into your environment or your circle and they see what you have and they want to get it. They can pretend to be nice for a little bit until they get what they want, and they will show you the worst part of them. Yes, they will show the worst side to their character about you. Yes, because people choose friendship for many different reasons. If you're pretty and nice, people more gravitate to you to want to be your friend. Not that your looks determine your character. People don't look at that. They look at your external. Yes, and they choose friendship as a result of your external. Yes. But let me tell you something about me. How I choose my friendship is what comes from your mouth, is what comes from your heart, and what comes from your presentation. My friendship are my friends. They have certain aura. Let me tell you something. They have certain aura, and my friends have to have certain qualities. But if you want to walk with me and you want to talk with me and you want to really sit back and relax, you can be able to talk and laugh with me. Because let me tell you something about me. If I get a first impression of you and I love you, even if you hurt me to a little extent, I'm still going to forgive you. Because you ever hear about the thing that says good impression lasts or first impression lasts? Yes, I go by first impression a lot of times. Over a person addresses me or deal with me or say something to me that warms my heart initially, that gets to me, and sometimes when the person turn and behave a certain way, I'll try to bring the person back and remind the person of who they are. But if the person come off to me negatively on the initial get-go, I may be wary and be mindful of that person, even if they try to be nice. It's like you see the negative first. So you have to show your best or put your best foot forward, guys, at all times. We have to learn to trust ourselves. Because, you know, trusting a person is not the key until they prove themselves wrong. Then you can determine. We have to trust ourselves first. And we have to be the goodness to that other person first. So my grandmother always tell me, Yvonne, if you want to have a friend, you have to be a friend. Yes. If you want a good friend in your life, a friend who really love and appreciate you, you have to be the good friend first. And she always tell me, not everybody that is going to come into your life is going to mean worth to you throughout the whole time. You have friends for seasons. Yes. Certain relationship comes in seasons. So don't be afraid if some friends come and some friends go. You will always have to encounter with different individuals. And I used to wonder, what is she talking about? What is she saying? I always question things in my head and ask myself, what is my grandmother really saying? Yeah, she says, when she used to tell me, Yvonne, good friend is better than a pocket money. I said, how can a good friend be better than a pocket money? I said, Grandma, how can good friend be better than pocket money? She made a scenario to me. She said, Yvonne, if you should go out there on the road and something bad happened to you, or you're having a headache, can you call the money and let the money help you? I said, no, but I can use the money and make the money help me. She said, not in all cases. Sometimes we have our money and we have values, but our mental, she used to tell me, our mental, sometimes we want somebody to talk to us, somebody who can be there for us, somebody who can stimulate us, somebody who can laugh with you. Yes, and you feel good. You can go out to the person, you can share value, qualities, certain things with the person. And I started looking into, and I said, as I grew up, I started to pick sense from the nonsense in my head at the time. Yes, and I started proving what my grandmother says as I grow older and older and older. You have to be a friend first to attract good friends. And even if you are a good friend and people come into your life, that doesn't mean that you're attracting good friends. You can be attracting persons who just want to use you for your goodness at the time. But you still have to continue to do good at all times. We have to be open-minded, guys, and we have to be steadfast, and we have to pray and read our Bibles on a daily basis. And I must tell you this, guys, from I come on this platform, I have gained friendship because, you can always, but when you're going to envy me or think about envying me, don't think about envying me. Think about how you can get like me. And then the first thing that you have to do to become like me is to start being good, and to yourself, to thine own self be true. You have to start being kind. You have to start being patient. You have to start being receptive. But you have to be smart. You have to be wise. And you have to be vigilant. You have to open your eyes. And you have to know. And trust me, guys, when a true friend come into your life, you will know that true friend. Yes, guys, I want to read Proverbs 18 verse 24 to you guys. And it talks about true friend. Just a short chapter, guys. And it says here, a man that hath friends must show himself friendly. Okay? And there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. Yes. So guys, even your friends can be so close to you than a brother. I can't remember, There's a friend that sticketh close to you than a brother. Yes. When I say this, I can't remember when my grandmother was dying. She laid in the bed. She went to Kingston Public Hospital and they did what they could do for her. And they said, well, they can't, there's nothing more that they could do. And my grandmother was discharged and she came home. And when I saw her coming home, as a young girl, I look at her, but I never see death at the time. I just saw her coming home, and she wasn't looking so good, but she could still talk, she could still do anything, she could still lay in the bed, she could, and she laid there in the bed. And my grandmother was there, and everybody coming around looking about her, family member, everybody, was just there. And my grandmother was on her last death, the day when my grandmother was going to die. She sent for a friend. She asked for a special friend. I cannot remember. That lady is my grandmother's best friend. My grandmother's best friend. And my grandmother will not go or decide not to leave her body until that best friend came. And that best friend came and sat by my grandmother and held my grandmother's hand. And my grandmother died in the arms of her best friend. I can tell you this from experience. That's how experience teaches wisdom. And let me tell you something. It's not easy. It's not easy to really have a good friend. It's not easy. Like I'm telling you, you go through trials and you go through tribulation, but you don't let that trial and tribulation hinder your friendship. Yes, you may quarrel, you may do certain things, but you don't make that trial and tribulation hinder your friendship. Another Bible scripture that I want to quote to you guys in terms of friendship is Proverbs 27, verse 9. And it says, ointments and perfumes rejoice the heart, so that the sweetness of a man's friend by heartly counsel. You ever get a gift and you love the gift so much, and you just, wow, you just know that gift is a special gift, and you just love that gift so much that you don't even want nobody to touch it. You don't want nobody to come near that special gift. So the same way how we feel about any gift that we get that we love, that is how we have to love the person next to us. That is how we have to be to our friends, guys. Yes. We have to be kind. I speak about being kind, and you guys, a lot of you guys have tested the kindness from me. But a lot of you guys, I don't know, the appreciation is there for some people, but not everybody is appreciative. Sometimes the more you do for people is the more they want, and if you don't do the more for them, then they will turn against you, and that person can be your worst nightmare. Yes, they can go against you in such a way where they just use you for what they can get from you, and then turn and stab you in the back with other people. Yes, though these are the type of people that you can never get away from, because they are like wolf in sheep's clothing. You know what I'm saying, guys? But they will look good on the outside, but deep down in the heart is just turmoil and revenge and bad things in their heart against you because of that envious spirit that can never leave them. They will see you and they will try to achieve and get and go at what you have, but in all reality, they're just doing that until they get what they want, and then they will just throw you over and run you over like a bus. But still, guys, you still have to be mindful that you have good people out there. You have sweet and kind-hearted people out there. I have gravitated people. You have people who gravitated to sweetness, to kindness, to being loving, to being friendly, to being good. And sometimes when you look at certain people, not care how they look, In what aspect? From the water or hope in their mouth, you can see the goodness and the kindness and the sweetness. Without. And some people, when you look at them, you just get a different, with me, because I have a very strong determined or discerning spirit. You guess. I may see you and I know that you're not so good, but I allow you to prove yourself a lot of times. And then if you have not proven yourself, then it's all good. But I try to give people the benefit of the doubt, and just to watch myself and not to judge you, because I may think that you are until you prove yourself that you are. Yes. I will come and I will give myself to a lot of people, and I will know within my heart that that person is not deserving of what I am doing. But I still go ahead and do it because I have to prove myself that I am who I am. But you cannot be kind to everybody, guys. Because if you're kind to everybody, then you're not gonna achieve anything, because people they're gonna suck you dry. They're gonna suck you dry, guys. So you have to be mindful, you have to be wary, you have to be patient, and you have to just use your eyes, use your wisdom, use your sixth sense, and understand that, even though we may have bad heart against a person or whatever, we have to pray and ask Heavenly Father to guide us, guide our thoughts, guide our mind, guide how we believe about what we believe in things. And we have to stop thinking about things and believe in what we think about others, and try to prove people for who they are by their behavior and what they do, and not how you feel, but what you see for yourself, which is the factual. So guys, if you're here with me at this time, don't be afraid to like, share, and subscribe, and turn on the post notification bell, that you can be informed of more videos to come. And I will be coming back to you with more videos.